I've made the claim since day one that these slander channels, the troll channels, the quote unquote frauditor channels, what I've seen is these guys are cyber stalkers, they're internet bullies, and they really have nothing of value to say, and they're very lazy and sloppy about their research. So,
challenge accepted, my friend. Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us back to Taylor, Michigan, where we are checking in on the latest update from the Broken System, Broken Trust arrest that took place last winter. A couple of weeks ago, everyone's favorite Don't You Dare Call Me Sovereign Citizen, had a big announcement regarding his case. For a quick refresher on how we got here, let's take a look at a couple of quick clips from his arrest.
He's being redressed.
Could just let him out of here with a warrant instead of stealing money from him.
That's why you won't stay in code 2, because you don't want corrective action.
Hey, what are your names and badge numbers? What are your names and badge numbers? Be good servants and roll the window down.
All fire units will be clear. Rescue will be transporting one to Beaumont Lane 30.
Why do you guys legalize extortion? You can't knock it out of my hand and kick my ass, right? So show the world how professional Taylor is.
They already did. It's too late.
Well,
they already did.
Static recording, so the world is watching you right now.
Huh? They just arrested him. For a constitutionally protected activity. He was 10 feet away the whole time.
So that arrest happened on November 17th of 2022, where he was charged with one count of interference with police authority. On January 3rd of this year, BSBT had a settlement conference where he spent the majority of his time arguing with his attorney.
All right. Number one, you gotta make sure you kind of show up on time, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Only because sometimes the judges get a little feisty if we don't have anything going. They start calling cases for bench warrants, so.
Yeah, the old implied threat of violence from the state, you know what I mean?
No, it's just they gave you time to show up, that's all. Okay.
It's implied violence from the state, right?
Well, let me just put it this way. I was here, okay? So it's
in your official
courtesy. That's all I'm asking.
And
okay?
in your official capacity, you're a public servant, correct? Yeah, because I think what they think is by threatening me with violence or threatening me with jail or threatening me with any of the ways that the state attempts to threaten you, that it's going to get me to stop going out and protesting police and what they're doing with their disgusting actions down in Taylor right now.
Well, you can,
I'm going to continue to exercise my First Amendment right to tell them that they're disgusting, filthy swine down there.
I'm saying your safety, you're in the middle of the street and there's traffic, and if someone's trying to avoid you, now their safety is a problem. I'm just trying to...
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm there for everybody's safety, but you said you reviewed the videos, correct?
I did.
Okay, so
what I gotta do is...
Yeah, so me stating... this little piggy has been generating revenue for the state. This is Borg. Borg's a little liar. And Borg says, oh, I got to have backup. And then I pan the camera, and then I got a guy going hands-on with me. Yeah. Am I legally and lawfully allowed to approach a traffic stop, approach a police officer on a traffic stop?
As long as you're not getting in his way.
Right, as long as I'm not physically interfering with him, right. Or it has to rise to the threshold of fighting words. And it's an even higher threshold when it comes to police officers, according to Houston vs. Hill, because that threshold is even higher because a well-trained police officer is supposed to... Yeah.
Again, you're preaching to the choir here, okay? Save that for somewhere else.
All right.
What I'm going to do is I want to set this for a settlement conference, because then between now and then, I'll have a chance to speak with Mr. Greco.
Yeah, I think that's a wise thing to do, because as you can probably tell, I'm not accepting any plea deals. This will go all the way to trial. And this will go to an appeal. If the city of Taylor is not going to recognize my right to free speech.
So that was the last time we covered this arrest. Well, on April 18th of this year, he let all of his viewers know the good news.
Live. All right, so just to let you guys know, that's the slave house right there from 23rd District Court. Just had our trial today, our bench trial today. So we'll see if anybody wants to join me, and we'll let you know, and we'll give you updates on what happened today. Man, it's been a while since I went live. So who knows? People might not even care. People might not even show up for this. I don't know. All right, so we had court today in Taylor, Michigan. I am just now getting done, and I would like to report that it was a victory for free speech. I walked out of there with my freedom, which is always the goal. But anyways.
And boom, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Check this out. His case was indeed dismissed. Josh, what did you go with this time? Was it the nature and cause of the accusations? Did you simply refuse to enter a plea and they just gave up? Did you play American State National? That seems to be a popular one these days. Wait, don't tell me. Jurisdiction. You silly goose, you did not go with jurisdiction again, did you? I bet you did. Maybe he'll tell us.
You guys want the update of what happened in Taylor? Right now it got postponed.
Wait, what? Postponed? I'm looking right here, it says dismissed. What the hell, Joshy?
Now, why did it get postponed?
Great question. We're all dying to hear.
I will go into more detail on that a little bit later. I have audio from the meetings I had today. And then, of course, the court was on Zoom. So that's about that. But as you can see, I am a free man.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So there's a recording of what transpired? Maybe that'll clear things up a little bit.
Calling case 222024 OM People versus Joshua Lento.
Your Honor, David Greco here on behalf of the City of Taylor.
For your interpretive hands on behalf of Lento. Today's date and time set for a bench trial. The parties ready to proceed?
Your Honor, both parties, or I'll speak for myself, have shown up ready to proceed. We did have a conference and discussed some of the issues and allegations in the case with the court. At this point in time, it appears that we've agreed that we're going to dismiss the current complaint without prejudice, with the understanding the prosecution is going to be refiling a complaint with counts with regard to the allegations contained therein, and we can set the matter immediately for a settlement conference and then potential trial.
I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss without prejudice.
Okay, that clears up that one count, though it was dismissed without prejudice, and the prosecutor said something about refiling. Uh-oh. This is turning south quickly.
But I just wanted to give everybody an update on my Taylor court date, which, if you don't know, it was police interference. And right now, all we did was delay it into a different proceeding. And there's a couple reasons for that, which I'm not going to get into right now. It's a little bit cold out and my hands are starting to freeze, so.
You say delayed, I say you got charged the very next day with not one count of interference like we previously discussed, but 3 separate counts of interference upon refiling. But your hands were cold, so I understand not wanting to discuss it. But man, what a tough blow. I guess you really shouldn't have gone jurisdiction after all. Before we get out of here, Josh, was there anything else you'd like to discuss?
It's windy, guys. I'm going to have to order an Uber out of here, so anybody that was in Wolverine's Live earlier that helped out with Uber costs, I certainly appreciate it, because I am down in Taylor, and I'm a long ways away from where I'm resting my head tonight. So
No, not the e-begging for an Uber. You know, the other thing.
And wouldn't you know it, I had 2 active warrants according to the court. So I don't know, because I don't have access to their system, so I don't know if I have warrants or not. But according to the court, I have 2 active warrants.
Yeah, that was the thing I was talking about. So let's recap BSBT's victory for the day. Not only has his charges grown from 1 count of interference to 3, he also tells us he has 2 active warrants that I'm sure won't be dealt with anytime soon. That's one hell of a victory lap you have there, buddy. Let's also circle back to this comment he made that I played during my opening.
And they really have nothing of value to say, and they're very lazy and sloppy about their research. So
it's funny he calls channels similar to mine as lazy and sloppy when Josh spent the beginning of his live stream deceiving his viewers as to what actually happened in court on the 18th. Saying that, I somewhat get it. I get that he couldn't inform his viewers that new charges were going to be filed because he simply didn't have the time. Or was it because his hands were a little chilly?
Which, if you don't know, it was police interference. And right now, all we did was delay it into a different proceeding. And there's a couple reasons for that, which I'm not going to get into right now. It's a little bit cold out and my hands are starting to freeze, so.
I really hope he was able to warm himself up with a nice little cup of cocoa after that performance. It was well earned. Alright, thanks everyone for stopping by today. If you want to see similar content in the future, please consider subscribing, notifying, liking, and commenting below. This is Dummy Kruger, and I'll see you guys on the next video.